Hello Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Cancer, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Cancer, let's get started. How does Cancer currently view this relationship? All right, Cancer. So we do have the Ace of Swords, we do have the Ace of Wands, as well as the Four of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Chariot out here. Okay. I see somebody coming towards you. Now, they could be a water sign strongly, so a Cancer like yourself, possibly a Pisces, maybe even a Scorpio or air sign strongly, or a fire sign. So an Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. Regardless of this person's actual zodiac sign, it's somebody who's harnessing a lot of masculine energy. I am getting that, especially with the Chariot coming out here. The Chariot is somebody who does harness a lot of masculine energy. So I do see a masculine energy coming towards you, and it is stemming from a place of them wanting to have a conversation with you, but it kind of looks like you don't want to talk to them for whatever reason. This to me feels like you're giving somebody the cold shoulder slash silent treatment. Okay, so maybe recently you had like a falling out with this person and you're not in the mood to like have a conversation with them, let alone be around them, because I am definitely getting, not only are you not talking to them, but you're creating a lot of distance here between the two of you, and I don't necessarily feel like this person likes it, to be honest. So we do see them gravitating towards you, wanting to have a conversation with you, but it kind of looks like you don't want to talk to them. How does this person currently view this relationship? Okay. So we do have the Queen of Pentacles. We do have the 10 of Swords. And then we also have the 7 of Wands. You know, I feel like this person's extremely hurt by you not wanting to have a conversation with them. I feel like this person's extremely hurt that you're creating a lot of distance here between the two of you. This person's extremely hurt by all of this. You know, I just feel like all they want to do is have a conversation with you. You know, all they want to do, you know, is, you know, mend their relationship, you know, with you. And it kind of looks like that's not what you want, unfortunately, as far as like talking to them is concerned, or mending your relationship with them, you know, is concerned, unfortunately, you know, for them. Because, you know, the silent treatment, Cancer, that you're giving them, it truly is hurting them. It truly is hurting them. Like, they don't like the fact that you're pushing them away. They don't like the fact that you're giving them the silent treatment. It's basically what I'm getting. It truly is hurting them. Okay. How does Cancer feel? Okay. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the Lovers out here. And then we also have the 7 of Cups. So in regards to how you're currently feeling about this person and, you know, them gravitating towards you, you know, is concerned. There's a lot of confusion on your behalf in regards to like why this person wants to work things out with you and why this person wants to even talk to you. There's a lot of confusion here on your behalf. You know, a lot of you feel like this person doesn't really care about you or this relationship that they share with you. And I feel like you're going based off of their actions. You know, their actions have made you feel like they don't care about you. Their actions have made you feel like they're not serious about you or this dynamic that they share with you. So I feel like you're a little bit confused as to why they even want to like fix things with you or repair things with you or work things out with you, when they're obviously showing you through their actions that they clearly don't care about this dynamic here between the two of you, or at least that's the impression that you have of them. It's basically what I'm getting. Your whole like MO is, what's the point of this person trying to work things out with me when they continue to show me that they don't love me, that they don't care about me, that they don't respect me or value this dynamic that we share with one another. Like, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? Yeah, I just kind of feel like this person has made you feel on several different occasions that they don't respect you and how you feel, or this dynamic here between the two of you. So yeah, I think you're a little bit confused as to why they even want to have a conversation with you, let alone fix or repair things here, you know, with you. Okay. How does this person currently feel? Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Wands, and then we also have the Magician out here. Okay. In regards to how this person's currently feeling about you and this dynamic, you know, that they share with you. I am definitely getting, Cancer, that this person, how do I explain this? How do I explain this? I feel like this person does a lot of things, within this dynamic that they share with you, like out of spite, is basically what I'm getting. Like they do a lot of things like out of spite. Um, for example, let's just say that you do something to like upset this person, regardless if you're consciously aware of it or not. Let's just say that you do something to upset this person. Is that type of person that'll try to like do something to like hurt you. Again, just out of spite, because you did something to hurt them or you did something to upset them, regardless if you're consciously aware of it or not. Because I am definitely getting that there's times where like you may do something that might upset this person or rub them the wrong way, and they're very quick to like do something on their end to like get back at you out of spite, is basically what I'm getting. And it could be over things that you're not even consciously aware of that you're doing on your end that's upsetting them and or bothering them, if that makes any sense. Like there might be certain things that you do on your end that might upset them, that you know is going to upset them, and then they'll turn around and do something back to you just to get back at you out of spite. I am getting that. But I feel like there's times where you do things not realizing that it's going to bother them and or upset them, and they'll turn around and do something to get back at you out of spite, is basically what I'm getting. Now, despite the fact that this person does a lot of things to get back at you, Cancer, out of spite, they do come off to me as somebody who still wants, this relationship between the two of you to work out, is basically what I'm getting. Okay. I just don't feel like you like that. You know what I mean? Like about this person. Like I don't think that you like the fact that this person will go out of their way to do something to hurt you, because, through your perspective, you don't necessarily feel like that's love. You don't feel like that's love that they honestly have for you, because if they truly do have love, for you, they wouldn't be doing things to, hurt you. And like I said, I feel like this person, I don't know, it's weird. Like, I don't know. That's the best way that I could like explain it, Cancer. Like I feel like there's times where you may do something that you don't even know is going to bother them and or upset them, and it ends up bothering them and or upsetting them, and instead of them having a conversation with you about it, they just rather get back at you out of spite by doing something on their end, is basically what I'm getting. Like I said, I feel like you're under the impression that this person doesn't really love you, because your whole thing is, well, if they love me, why are they doing this to me? Why are they putting me through that? Why are they putting me through this? Like, that doesn't look like love to me. That doesn't feel like love to me. And you have every right to feel that way. But I am getting that that's the reason why they do what they do. I'm just being honest. That's why they do what they do, as far as doing certain things to like get back at you out of spite over things that, like, I don't know, like over things that you do that they don't even know, that you don't even know is gonna like bother them and or upset them, if that makes any sense. I don't know. That's like the best way that I could describe what it is I'm seeing here, because there's certain things that you do that you may know is going to bother them and upset them, and then they turn around and do something to get back at you out of spite. But there's certain things I feel like you do that you don't even know is going to bother them and or upset them, but it does, and they turn around and do something to get back at you out of spite. Like, I don't know, it just kind of feels like there's like a lot of games being played here in this dynamic, is basically what I'm getting. Now, there's a possibility that this person over here is the one that's constantly like playing games. Or, look, it could be the both of you, you know what I mean? That tend to like do things to get back at one another out of spite. That's a possibility. But despite everything, you know what I mean, that this person has done and or put you through, this is somebody who, yes, does come off to me as somebody who does want to continue to keep you, in their life. This is somebody who does want to, work things out with you. I just kind of feel like, again, it's kind of hard for you to like really believe that this person loves you and wants to be with you when they're like putting you through the things that they're putting you through. And I get where you're coming from, completely understand, you know what I mean? Like where you're coming from and why you're really questioning, like, the love that they say that they have for you. Because if they do have love for you, why are they like doing things, you know what I mean, to like hurt you? You know what I mean? All right, what actions will Cancer take towards this person or moving forward? So we do have the Chariot, we do have the Hierophant, and then we also have the Ace of Pentacles. So in regards to how you plan on moving forward, I do feel like you are about to do something that is going to essentially bother them and upset them, but it is stemming from a place of you feeling like you have to do what's best for you at the end of the day. Even if it bothers them, even if it upsets them and or rubs them the wrong way, it's basically what I'm getting. So let's see exactly what it is that you're about to do. Tell me more about the Chariot. I feel like you're making a decision about this person. Tell me more about the Chariot. It kind of looks like you're making a decision to end whatever relationship you share with this person, you know, to the right of me. So whatever relationship you have with this person to the right of me is something that I do see you essentially bringing to an end once and for all. And I feel like it is stemming from a place of you essentially feeling like, you know what, this person doesn't love me. They don't care about me, because if they did, they wouldn't be putting me through this. They wouldn't be doing that. They wouldn't be doing this as well. So you're just taking all of this as a sign that maybe, just maybe, this is not the person that you're supposed to, you know, be with, is basically what I'm getting. So I do see you getting up and walking away from this relationship. Cancer, I am definitely getting that. What actions will this person take towards Cancer moving forward? So we have the Six of Cups to the Nine of Cups, and then we also have the Empress out here. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Ten of Cups to the Wheel of Fortune, and then we also have the Seven of Swords out here. When you do decide to get up and walk away from this person, because you will, because I definitely see that happening, it's not something that they're going to essentially see coming, if that makes absolutely any sense. In other words, I feel like this person, I feel like this person will be caught off guard, I would say, by all of this, is basically what I'm getting. Because this to me kind of feels like an energy of them being under the impression that all is well, you know, between the two of you. But it kind of looks like very, very soon this person's about to find out that all is not well between you and this person. I feel like this person has definitely pushed you to that point of no return, is basically what I'm getting. With the Seven of Swords, so Wheel of Fortune to the Ten of Cups coming out here, that's kind of telling me that this person self-sabotaged a really good thing here between the two of you, is basically what I'm getting. And I feel like this person's about to find out very soon that they self-sabotage a really good thing here, you know, between the two of you, is basically what I'm getting. You know, I just kind of feel like, and I think that, like, we as humans, like, we all kind of struggle with this as far as, like, ego and pride is concerned. You know, we all know that within, you know, a romantic relationship with someone, ego and pride could be very destructive to, like, a marriage or a relationship. And I feel like that's what's going on here, is that, you know, ego and pride is definitely becoming destructive, I would say, to this dynamic here between the two of you, unfortunately. Unfortunately, you know, at the end of the day, I don't feel like you want to operate from a place of ego and pride, you know, with this person in particular. You know, I don't feel like you want to operate from a place of ego and pride. I don't feel like you want to, like, you know, play these games with them. I don't feel like you want to do all of that. You know, I just kind of feel like you want what we all want, which is to be happy. You know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, because this person, you know, may continue to play, like, you know, childish games with you and, you know, things of that nature, and, you know, do things to you to, like, hurt you and stuff like that. Like, I just kind of feel like, you know, this relationship is definitely confirming to you that the two of you clearly want two different things. You know, you want a relationship with someone that you can trust. You want a relationship with someone that you know has your back and has good intentions when it comes down to you. And the fact that they're showing you that they don't, like, this doesn't align to, like, what you truly want and desire to have, you know, in your life. And I feel like this person and their actions are, for the most part, revealing all of this, you know, to you. So I do see you deciding in the end to get up and walk away from this person. I just don't necessarily feel like that's something that this person's going to essentially foresee coming, is basically what I'm getting. So that's kind of telling me that the moment you do decide to get up and walk away from this person, it's not something that they're anticipating or expecting for you to do, but I do see this relationship in the end leaving them, extremely heartbroken, and, unfortunately devastated, because I think that they're going to realize that they kind of like pushed you a little too far, to the point where now you officially want out, to the point where now walking away from this relationship has become an option, I would say, in your mind. Now, it wasn't an option in your mind before, but now it has become an option in your mind to get up and essentially walk away from this person, and never look back. I do see them in the end having a lot of regret when it comes down to the way that they went about their relationship, with you. I am definitely getting that. I just kind of feel like, just to kind of clear up some things here, I kind of feel like this person has definitely put you through a lot, Cancer. And I'm going to be very clear with you when I say this, and honest and transparent with you when I say this too. But I feel like you've put this person through some things too that they haven't necessarily fully gone over, and or made peace with. And it's still something that bothers them and affects them till this day. And I feel like that's kind of why they do the things that they do, not trying to justify their behavior or anything like that. But that's why this person does the things that they do. It is because they're still walking around with, pain that you've essentially inflicted upon them. And I just feel like they want you to feel the exact same way that you basically made them feel. Now, this person could still be hurting over things that you put them through many moons ago. That's a possibility. It doesn't have to be over anything recent or anything like that, but they're still hurting nonetheless. And, by them putting you through things, just to make you, I guess, feel the same way that, you made them feel, all is going to do is give them the outcome that they don't necessarily actually want in the end, which is an ending here between the two of you. That is not what this person wants, but that's the route I would say that this person is essentially going down unknowingly. Like, this person's not, I want to make this clear, they're not doing all of these things thinking that something bad is going to come out of this entire situation, between the two of you. In other words, they're not doing all of this with the mentality of this relationship or marriage is going to come to an end between the two of you because of it. No, like, they're not doing all of this with that type of mentality. Like, they're doing all of this with the mentality of, I just want Cancer to feel the way that they made me feel. That's it. They're not doing all of this to push you away. They're not doing all of this. They're not doing all of this, because they want you to end things with them. They're not doing all of this for those reasons. They're doing all of this because they want you to feel the way that you basically made them feel. It is basically what I'm getting. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, how do I explain what they're doing here? It's kind of like that classic saying, you can't forgive a person and punish them at the same exact time. You can't forgive a person and punish them at the same exact time, because it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. And it looks like this person is like punishing you, I guess, for the things that you've put them through, because they just want you to feel the same way you made them feel. But at the same exact time, harnessing the energy of, but I forgive you, Cancer, and I want this to work. It's like, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And in the end, I kind of feel like this person's going to realize that this doesn't work. You can't forgive them and then punish them. You know what I mean? It's like, that just doesn't work. It's either you're going to forgive them or you're not. And in this case, it's like, they want you around, but they also want to make you pay for the stuff that you essentially put them through at the same exact time. And even then, it's still not making them feel any better. You see what I mean? So it's like, it just doesn't work, because you would think, okay, for example, this person were to turn around and put you through whatever, you know what I mean? Because you put them through X, Y, and Z. You would think that, it would make them feel better, I guess, but it's not even making them feel better. So at this point, they're just doing things to like hurt you and make you suffer, and it's not even making them feel good at the end of the day. It's not removing this resentment that they have towards you. It's not removing this pain that you've inflicted upon them. It's not doing anything to them. If anything, what it's going to do is cause you to up and walk away from the situation. causing them to self-sabotage things here between the two of you. And I think that when it is all said and done, I think that they're going to have a lot of, you know, regret, because they're going to realize that they basically pushed you to that point of no return. You know, I don't know, like I just feel like there's different ways that they can go about this entire situation. I just don't think that this person realizes that while they're doing all of this to hurt you, they're going to end up hurting themselves because they're pushing you to that point of no return without realizing it. And once you do reach this point of getting up and deciding to walk away, you know, from this person, I feel like that's when, you know, they're going to realize that it just wasn't worth it. It just wasn't worth it. It just wasn't worth it. Again, it's like, it doesn't work. You can't you can't turn around and forgive a person and punish them at the same exact time. You're either going to forgive them or you're not, you know? And in this case, it's like they want to continue to have you in their life, but it's stemming from a place of them thinking that they basically have forgiven you for the stuff that they put you through, but it's pretty evident to me that they haven't. So this is why they're turning around and, like, you know, doing you the way that they do you. It's basically what I'm getting. But yeah, unfortunately, it just kind of looks like they're pushing you away for good. I just don't think that they realize that, but I think that they will very, very soon. All right, so that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.